Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're at the laundromat. We have some exciting stuff going on in this video. I got the Countach back. It's been down for a while, but got a new ignition installed today. Drove it for the first time in a while and had some drama with that. We've got the laundromat to check money at, and there's usually some kind of drama there with machines breaking or something happening. So we'll show what happens there to collect money. This apartment is vacant next to the laundromat, so we're going to take a look at that for the first time in a while and see how it looks. And then we have the shop and back that's been rented, and we have some issues there as well. Now I just noticed I had another sign up below this that kind of said car wash open and said one bay open. It's gone. I think somebody took my sign. I wonder if the town took my sign, because I'm not supposed to have too big of a signs. So the apartment is now vacant. They moved into one of our units at the complex, and you can see all their stuff out here is gone, so that's a good sign. I was dumb and distracted on my way over here, and I forgot to bring the keys with me. And I also have a notice for the shop because they did not pay rent this month, and I was kind of worried about that. So I was going to post that as well, but I also left that in the office. So I will still get in here. I've got kind of my assistant coming over here because I had some other issues on the way over here too. Apparently it was a really good day because we got the Countach up and running again, had to replace the ignition because the key got stuck, and on the way over here, well, and they came and asked if they could look at the car. I said that's fine. But my camera mount on the back fell off too with my Insta360 camera. So good day, bad day. I also asked my assistant to look for the camera on the way over here too. And I guess I could drive back and look as well, but I have to drive all the way back and then drive back the right direction. And it would take me about an hour to do that. And I have a tight schedule today. So that's where we're at today. We'll check money. We'll see how it's going in the laundromat, of course. And there's someone in there using it, which is a good sign. Last week we had like 4 people at once using it, and it's very small. So that makes it very tight, and a lot of the machines being used. So here's a laundromat. This is actually after we cleaned it. It wasn't awfully dirty in there today, but a little dirty. Not as bad as it has been. And it definitely was being used, so that's good. And then, of course, we had a machine that had an error code on it, and another machine that didn't seem to be working quite right. So we'll see if we can get those working again. There's always issues. You can see we still don't have our newer dryers in or newer machines. We've just been so busy working on houses, our house flips, and the other laundromat that we haven't gotten that done yet. So hopefully, I know I say every week, well, maybe this time next week, we'll have those in. We'll see. All right, first off, we always like to check the change machine, see how much money is in there, because that gives us an indication of how good the laundromat did this last week. And we've had quite a bit of money in here the last few weeks. And let me turn on my flashlight here. Yeah, there are quite a few quarters gone, so that's good news. We'll count that money up, show you later how much we have in our chart. Apparently I'm doing a bad job of filming today. There's the money in there. And our other change machine, this kind of the backup change machine, not as much in there as usual, which is fine with me because I'd much rather people use the other one. It's way easier to refill and use. So we'll fill that one up, and then we're checking change right now. We're getting right into it. That's not bad. We had a lady in there who was doing laundry while I was there, so did not do my voiceover, although she did leave, then came back and left. And these are okay. These are decent. I think I say that every week. Well, no, that's not true. Some weeks I say they're awful. It's been a long time since I said, oh my god, there's so much money in these boxes, at least in this laundromat. Now, at the other laundromat, we might be saying that because we had a record money collection over the weekend from the change machine. Had over $1,200 in that, which I've never had before. I've never had over $1,100 in there. So that's cool. And then when I emptied the big machines up front, there's a lot of money in them too. Even though we got more big machines in back, I was thinking that might dilute the money we had in the front machines. The front machines were very full over the weekend, so I'm going to that laundromat soon. I have not gone there yet, and we'll see what we've got in there, but hopefully a lot. Got to sort out all my keys. I have different keys for everything. Oh, wow. That's a lot of quarters. I have not had a box that full in this laundromat for maybe forever. That one's not bad. And then that's the machine that has the error. I did reset the breaker and it fixed it, but it might, I mean, those Horizons, all they do is just give me problems. And then this other one. So we're going to solve that by bringing more Horizons in. There's a lot in that one too. I don't think I've ever seen that much money in those washers before. Part of it could be because this machine right here, the Speed Queen, is broken. It broke last time. It started smoking and may have almost caught on fire last week. But luckily I was here when it happened. And then this one has detergent in it, which I'm like, well, is this one not working right? So I checked to see if there's money in here, of course. There's some, not very much. So this one might be having issues too. So I'll have to check that one. I feel like that one had issues a few weeks ago, but then it just started working. Of course, my key's falling off. Can't forget that. And had a ton of money in it. So not sure what's going on there. It's okay, not bad. That one's broken, so there's nothing in it. And the life of a laundromat owner is dealing with broken machines. That's your entire life. That's all you do. Luckily, I only have one medium-sized and one small laundromat. Or I would never have any free time ever. That one's not bad. And then we'll get the right key. Have to make sure it's turned right. And, oh, there we go. That's pretty good too. So there's actually quite a bit in the washers. Didn't seem like there's that much in the dryers, but a lot in the washers. This will be interesting. We'll see how the car wash did this week. It's been doing really good lately. I didn't bring a box to bring coins in again. That's all right. I can take this whole thing with me. Oh, that's less than there has been. It's not bad, but definitely not as good as it has been the last couple of weeks. Okay, let's see what we've got in the car wash. Like I said, this wasn't as much as the last couple of weeks, but still not awful. And we'll see if I can dump quarters everywhere or if I have a good day with that. 213, so over $50. So again, we had like 99 and 80 something the last couple of weeks, so not as much, but that's not awful. Here's the dryer money, which that doesn't seem like too much. I always shoot for 400 quarters for my dryers, which is $100. I have low aspirations with this laundromat. Our other laundromat, we shoot for like $500 with our dryers. A little different. Not quite $100. So that's a little less than what we've been having. But then these feel really heavy, and the boxes seem to, that's a lot of quarters. And that's the old washers, which I think is going to be less than the new washers. Let's see here. Definitely over 400. That's one main goal with the washers, is getting over $100 for each of them. 539. That's 540. That's really good, considering I think there's more in this one. It's rare we get over 1,000 quarters from the washers, and I think we're going to be over 1,000. We're definitely going to be over 1,000. There's 1,000. Still going. There's 1,100. Still going. 1,203. So that's over $300 from our washers. We've never done that. And that machine, of course, just started turning on when I shut the lid and was cleaning. So it works. All right, I have keys to the apartment now. I do not have a camera, so he could not find my camera on the way over here. So I'll look on the way back. Pretty expensive camera. I think I paid $300 or $400 for it. But I was really hoping to get a mini Insta360. So it's not the end of the world, but still, I'd rather not lose it than lose it. All right, we'll see what this looks like. Hello? Said, these tenants always paid rent on time, never had an issue there. The issue we had, as many of you may remember, is they parked cars in the car wash when it wasn't working. Not the end of the world, but then they started repairing cars, got paint everywhere, parked a car in the neighbor's lot, that got a tow sticker, so we gave them a notice, said, hey, we're going to tow your cars, you can't just leave them in the car wash, and they moved them, so that was good. Walls are pretty dirty here, pretty scuffed up. This was all new paint when they moved in, so that's a minor issue, not crazy. We must have put this thermostat in after we painted and it didn't get touched up. Not bad. I always say don't open fridges. That's usually in nasty apartments where we expect things to be bad. I wasn't expecting it to be bad in this one, and we know they just moved out too. It's always interesting opening fridges when you don't know if they moved out a day ago or 2 months ago. That's when it gets really dangerous. Looks pretty good. And you can tell too, the laundromat is going, the dryers are going, or they were going, are they still going? But it's never been that noisy in here. So they must have good insulation. A little bit scuffed up there, but that could be the closet design. Our fault, who knows? Money, they left us some money. Not bad, really. That's the door that goes to the front of the building. Blinds are okay. People always tell me it's impossible to keep blinds working or not broken. Well, look at these. It's possible they never opened those, but you never know. Ooh. That's very squeaky. So the bedroom door used to go right here, and we moved that to right here because you can't have your access to your furnace inside your bedroom. So that's why that's like that. Kind of strange having to walk through your bathroom to get to your bedroom, but that's how this apartment is. And I already have someone else who wants to see it today. They text me. Literally, I feel like the minute the other people moved out, like, hey, is that apartment vacant? Did they move out? I want to move in. So it's not hard to rent this apartment. The shop, on the other hand, was a little more difficult to rent, and we've got issues with it already. So we'll talk about that here too. But this is not bad. And we're charging $1,000 a month for it. I told that to the new person, and they're supposed to come look at it, so we'll see what they say. All right, so we just posted the pay or quit notice for the shop. This tenant moved in a few months ago, paid deposit, rent. I think they paid their second month's rent. Third month's rent, they did not pay. I was worried about them because the first month or so they're here. Every time I was here, they were here. They were working and always talking to me, which is fine. But and then about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, never saw them again. Their door was, they're never here, never working, never doing anything. And so I thought, oh, great. So we talked to them earlier last month, and they said they're a little behind. Sorry about that. They're going through some personal issues. I won't share all their personal business. And we said, okay. And they said they'd get us paid next week. Never came in, now they don't answer their phone. So we'll see how that all goes. We did credit background check on them like we would any tenant. It wasn't, perfect credit by any means, but it was decent. So their personal issues they're going through are probably the main cause of this, and maybe they decided they don't want to shop anymore, which is not good timing for us or them. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, maybe they'll see that and just be like, hey, we'll catch up, or here you go, here are the keys, and we don't have to go through an eviction because that's much more expensive and much more time consuming for everybody. All right, let's see what happened with the money this week. I was very surprised how much was in the washers. That might be a new record. I'll have to look up and see if that's a new record or not. I will get my charts out. So we had $300.75 from our washers. And if I look back through all my other highs, we had 325 cents in June. And trying to see some of my other highs. No. I think that's a record by 50 cents for the washers. That's funny. And then we ended up total with $447.75, which I'm looking through my numbers here. We had $452 in June with that other one. That's when the car wash was working then. $430 in May. Let's see. That might be a new record. We had $426 in October, $447, and then no, $452 in June. Sorry. Oh, we missed the record by $5. If our car wash would have done a little better, we could have set a record. But that's okay. Our second best week ever, and that's weird how little the dryers had in them compared to I'm just trying to think here, compared to the washers. I wonder, I should check those dryers and make sure they're priced right and everything. I repriced them before, but maybe there's, I don't know, I'll have to check that out and see what's going on. Because it doesn't really seem like there's as much in the new dryers as there should be for how much they're used. Because every time I go in there, they're being used, they're running. I wonder if my pricing is messed up. I'll have to check that out, because that would make a huge difference. If we're making over $500 a month at the laundromat, and the shop is rented, but they're not paying now, so it's not really rented, and the apartment's rented, which is not rented, it might make a little bit of money. Not much, but a little bit. So, I'm still thinking about selling it. I want to get those machines in. I know I keep saying that, but we've got a lot of stuff going on. And then once those machines get in, if I have the sales going up and up like this and doing well, and maybe they increase a little bit with newer machines, it will be a heck of a lot easier to sell. And I've also, I showed the apartment to the person. They came in after I did my coins and stuff, and they're interested. But I'm kind of thinking, do I want to leave it vacant? Do I want to rent it? Because maybe there's someone who wants to live there and run the laundromat. Might be a long shot, maybe not, but it's possible. So I'd like to keep my options open and figure out what I'm doing there. But overall, this was a pretty good week. Had some issues with my camera, which I did eventually find. I'll show you some of that footage here. Forgot my keys and lockbox, but luckily I've got some awesome people helping me. Brought that over and was able to get all that done. So yeah, not bad. And I'm thinking we've got to be breaking a record at the other one this week. Maybe I'm wrong, but just from what I saw over the weekend and the boxes in the few machines I checked, I think we've got to break a record. I'll be kind of disappointed if we don't. So we'll see what happens when I go there this afternoon, and then we'll probably post that video tomorrow after this one. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. And yeah, here's my camera debacle. So my camera fell off, and I see it right there in the middle of the road, and it does not look like it's in very good shape. So, mistake on my part, and pretty sure that's it. Sitting right there. Yeah, it's all smashed. So, yeah. There we go. I don't know where my mount is. That's complete. There's part of my mount. Here's another part. And I don't see the rest of it. Well, got my camera back. It might still take pretty good pictures, right? Or videos. I wanted to get a smaller one anyway. And we had it on the Lamborghini Countach, and it just popped off the wing. We're about 4 blocks from my office, so it popped up pretty quick. But I thought I had it on there pretty good. Thanks for watching. I'm excited to see what the other laundromat does. And of course, I'll have more videos on this one, our other flips, rentals, all that coming up. Don't forget to check out Mark's House of Cars for more car content.